Hi, guys. We are into the final round. Things are wrapping up now for sure. Make sure you get all the points you can. This final project is really big, so do not shortchange it. Today, Monday, May 3rd, you are finishing up Unit 8. Okay, so you've got until 10 p.m. tonight to do the last inquisitives, to get the last polish on your discussion board. Make sure you get as many points out of that as you can. That's really important. Unit 9 doesn't have any of that stuff. There's no new material. There's no discussion board. Well, there is. It's an extra credit. There's a small discussion board. You remember the assignment I had you do at the beginning of the semester in the intro discussion where I said read previous students' messages to you? Well, what I'm doing with that last discussion board is giving you a chance to leave some helpful hints to the next generation. So your comments will become primary sources that new classes will analyze when they start the course. So there is a discussion board, but it's not one of the big substance discussion boards, and there's only one question. The final project, though, and that will go, it's open now, and you can read the description. It's a fairly long description. Read the whole thing, okay? It will be open until next Monday. Again, 10 p.m., 1 week. Monday to Monday, 1 week, as promised in the intro video. And what I'm going to have you do is play the list game. Now, we've done this a couple times in discussion boards. You've already had this in sort of mini fashion. But what I'm doing for this final project is a big list, all right? I want 16 primary sources that have impacted you this semester. 16 because there were 16 weeks in the semester and there were 16 chapters in the stuff we do. Just nice sort of symmetry there. The primary sources, though, and I want you to do something substantive with these. I don't want you to just rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to have to write a couple paragraphs on each one because I want you to choose the ones that are the most important to you and then rank order them. They can come from several chapters. You know, you can have a couple from one chapter and none from another chapter or whatever. I'd like them to see them scattered over the whole semester, though. You can include cartoons. You can include pictures. You can include written ones. I'd like to see a mix of that. Don't just do all pictures. You can do all written ones, I guess, because there's the most of those, but you don't have to. So you can mix it up a little bit. But most importantly, and stick to the primary sources that I have provided with the discussion. You'll need to know information from the textbook, but don't use images that were in the textbook or primary sources that you may have come up with on your own. Use the stuff that I provided because partially I'm just checking to see how good my primary sources are. But then also, don't worry too much about picking the ones that you think are absolutely crucial to American history. I mean, I've provided you an example of the National Archives' list of like the top 100 documents or top 40 documents, something like that. And obviously, they're going to start with stuff like, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and, really famous things like that. You don't have to do that. What I'm looking for are the documents that impacted you the most. And I know you guys have commented on this as we've gone along. I've asked the question, are pictures worth 1,000 words? What do you do with pictures? If you're doing the travel game, which ones are the most important, things like this. And you've talked about these. I thought this one was really important. Or I thought this one was really important. And they're kind of obscure. You may have never heard of these people or these issues before. But they were, they had an impact on you this semester. And that's really what I'm looking for. I want to see that you know the sources. I want to see that you can discuss context on the sources. And then impact. And the impact can be personal. And I haven't asked you for a ton of personal stuff this semester. But you can say, I think this one is important or it should be known more. People should be aware of this kind of stuff because of X. And that's why I put it at number 6 on my list or number 10 on my list or whatever. So this is, I want to see what you know. I want to see what you think and the kind of skills you've developed as we've gone on this semester. So you're going to choose the sources. You're going to analyze them a little bit. Tell me what's in them, why they're important, in what situation they occurred historically. And then give me an idea of why you think they're this valuable. So technically, there's no really right or wrong answer here. If you do all 16 and you do a full, I'll accept any of them. I obviously put these primary sources in because I thought they were important for the class. I want to know how you valued them as you went through. All right, so you have 1 week to do that. Tonight at 10 o'clock, all the stuff from Unit 8 is due. So the last of the inquisitives, the last of the substantive discussion boards. Then you have till next Monday at 10 o'clock, and you can do that advice to future students discussion board during that time. And I want you to present the big list. And the big list is a game changer. It's 200 points. It's massive. So be sure you get that on there. If you have any questions, contact me soon. Okay, don't let it sit. We're down to the wire here. Things are wrapping up. Um, Semester's been great. You guys have done a really good job of engaging with the discussion material. Really pleased with what the work that you've given me. So finish strong. And this is the last of my videos. Have a great summer.